Dímelo, Dominican York. What's going on, mi gente? What's going on, mira? So, scent of the day is plum and cognac, the regular joint, scents of wood. And it really kind of made me think of today's video topic. Fragrances that I find addicting in my collection, that once I put them on, I want to keep spraying them. I want to keep smelling them. I don't want them to go away, and you think just a little bit more. So, I put together, including this guy, 17 bottles. I thought it was going to be 10. Then I thought I was going to do an honorable 5. But I kept grabbing. Anyway, so first scent that I'm saying is one of those addictive fragrances, and I've got the dry down on my wrist, on my hoodie, under my shirt, plum and cognac. And you can also include the vintage plum and cognac. Now, interestingly enough, the vintage doesn't have plum listed in the note breakdown as far as I remember. I'll have to look into that when I compare them side by side, but yeah, plum and cognac, and then plum and cognac vintage. Very similar vibe. I don't necessarily know the differences off the top of my head. But man, this plum and cognac, da de pinga. So, the one I'm picking next, I'm not going in order or anything like that, is one that reminds me of plum and cognac. From Bowtie the Fragrance Guy and Viva More, Forbidden Temptation. And this one so much, I grabbed a backup bottle. I've actually got a backup bottle. Very similar vibe. Differently done because they got different materials. But very, very similar scent profile. Very addicting. Plum, cognac, tobacco, booziness, woodiness. This stuff. Definitely a Forbidden Temptation. Still available out there in the wild. Still available on the Viva More website. I thought it was going to be a more limited run or production run. Still available. And I saw a video that Bowtie did today that they've got another run of Summer Vice. I've got a bottle. I meant to wear it again this past week. I did not, but I will be wearing it soon. Next up, probably the tiniest bottle on the list is Pelvelso from Baruti. Perverse. Is it Perverse? Pelvelso with an O at the end. From Baruti. This guy is so... Oh, this is deep. This is dark. Perverted, as the name says. But this is one of those addictive frags. You just want to... I could keep wearing this on and off. On and on. I meant to say not on and off. There is such a thick, rich, dry, semi-sweet nature to this that is just so intoxicating. My goodness. Again, guys, when Olfactory had this for like 59, 69 bucks, I made sure to grab a bottle. Kaleidoscope Scent Index was the one that put me onto this, and definitely my favorite recommendation that I picked up from their house. Might be the only one. Next up, one that is well loved in the community by most, MFK's Grand Soir. Oh my God. If I had another bottle, I'd be wearing this more often. One of these days, I'm going to get that big bottle, the 6.8, whatever it is. This is so good. Lab denim, sweet, mature. So I've worn the dupe of this from Fragrance World a little bit more. And you see, I've been treasuring this juice. But it is one that I want to keep wearing. God, that is good. Not for everybody, but I think it is a stunner. Next up. Actually, I did pick up another one. Amber Kanjar. I think I picked up right when Kaleidoscope was recommending that scent, but either I picked it up the week of, or a week before, or the week after. But Amber Kajar, and this is not Amber Kajar, this is Sugar Leather. Sugar Leather has a very similar vibe to Amber Kajar. Guys, I wore this last week, and I could keep wearing it and wearing it. And so far, the first two, Plum and Cognac, Forbidden Temptation, and then now this guy, have a very similar vibe. I don't know that, I don't remember if there's plum in Sugar Leather, but it is very similar to Amber Kajar, and Amber Kajar has plum in it. Guys, Sugar Leather, very, very good. One that I find addicting and I want to keep wearing. Next up, one that I need to have more experience with, Tango from Mask Milano. This is more along the Perverso line. Oh, but different. This is different. Guys, this is so good. The few times I've worn Tango, I couldn't get enough of it. I wanted to keep wearing it and keep wearing it. And this is a Cecile Zarokian banger. Yeah, this thing is so good. Cecile Zarokian, you'll see on the plate at the top of the bottle. Guys, this is so good. Darkness. Not for everybody. I'm curious what the oud, Tango oud, smells like. But this guy, and I want to try Russian tea. I know St. Nick definitely recommended Russian tea, and that's one I want to get my nose on. Next up, the only one I have here from the House of Raja. I could have added more. Sweetie Oud. I only got the 50 mil. It would have been nice to have the 100 mil. Guys, this is so addicting. So intoxicating. And I know that there's probably better ambers out there. This does it in a semi-gourmand way. People say they get like a bakery. I get that. I can understand that. But oof. Once I'm able to secure the 100 mil at a very good price, it'll be down the line. Because you see, I barely got a dent in this. And I've worn it a few times. I've worn it quite a few times. But it's been a minute. It's been a couple months. Oh, that's good. That is good. That is good. That is good. So far, I've gone through Plum and Cognac, Forbidden Temptation, Tango, Grand Soir, Belvezzo, and Sugar Leather. Next up, one that is loved by many, and maybe not so much by others. From Nishane, Ani. This is, oof, oof, oof. And NEX. Almost on that Grand Soir level, but with a little bit more brightness to it. Guys, that is so good. This might be Cecile Zarokian again. I don't remember who the perfumer is. I don't think it was. I think there was a lot of Jordi Fernandez that did a lot of Nishanés, or I forgot. I'm not going to start naming names because I don't know them for fact off the top of my head. I just know whoever did any. Which again, I think it was Cecile Zarokian. Absolutely stunning, guys. Put your nose. Get a sample of any. I had samples before I bought it. Next up, from Atelier des Soeurs, Rouge Soleil. I haven't worn this since the late fall. Late winter. Guys, oh my God, I got complimented on this. I can't barely smell it from the atomizer. Let's put a little bit right here. Rouge Soleil, another one. Kind of on that Annie level, mixed with some of this other stuff, and you'll see that there's a continuity in the scent profile to what I've been finding addictive. A lot of ambery, resinous, and this has some kick to it. This definitely is in between Tango and Grand Soir and Annie. Guys, that is so good. Have you put your nose on it? Rouge Soleil from Atelier de Sours. And the other day I wore Ob Rubis, and it was the first time that I actually got some gold flakes that I noticed on my skin. So good. Next up, one that I definitely need to get more wears in. I've worn it at least 3 times, and I wore it this past week from Initio, Absolute Aphrodisiac. Guys, let's see if I could. Yeah, I'm getting it. But warm vanilla with some castoreum, and again, not for everybody. I saw on the sniff app that I use that a lot of people did not jive with the animalic notes. I don't get a lot of animalic in this. I get a lot of that vanilla, ambery dry down. It is so good. Another one that to me is an aphrodisiac. Absolutely addicting. From Initio, absolute aphrodisiac. Next up, staying with the same company, I guess, Wajan. Oh my goodness. Last month, I wore Wajan one day around the house and a little bit outside there. Oh my God. This is going to be so good in the fall and winter. Not that you have to wait till that, but if you really want to get the full experience and be able to wear as much as you want, and this is so good. But I was mostly indoors, and we keep the house in the 60s. So it's cold in here. That's why you see I'm wearing a hoodie. Guys, this just... And then I put my sweater on the next morning because I didn't go to bed with my sweater. And when I put that sweater on that I had this on the next day, I was getting wafts of Wajan. Oh my goodness. That was over 10 hours later. I mean, PDM killed it with Wajan. And this is the new formulation. I wonder how good the old formulation was. If you can find a bottle, definitely go for the old one. I think Kuba Knows did a video between the two, and there is some differences, but all in all, pretty much the same. Addictive fragrance. Next up, Haltane. I could have easily put Initio's Oud for Greatness here, but I wanted to put Haltane in here. That praline note. And now we got Oud for Grace coming out, and that's got a praline note in it. Guys, oh my goodness. You do get that Oud for Greatness DNA, but it's a little bit sweeter. Guys, this is so addicting. I do need to get more wears in of Haltane. Obviously, with the collection, the size that I have, it's hard to wear everything all the time. So there's things that you have to remember to come back to. I can't imagine guys at TLTG and Kubano who've got thousands. I've got hundreds. They've got thousands. Haltane, another addicting fragrance, and that one from the House of PDM. Next up, you won't see this bottle a lot. You see this bottle a lot in the 50 ml, but this is from Les Indomidables Vanille Havan. A more chocolatey version of Tobacco Vanille, if you can say that. Oh gosh, this is good. I can't wait to start wearing this again this fall and winter. And you don't have to wait till fall and winter, guys, but I've been trying to get all the freshies in while the freshie season is out. So yeah, there is some truth to when a fragrance is made for certain temperatures that you will get a max effectiveness from that fragrance in its intended temperature wear. So I've been kind of trying to wear my freshies during this heat, and I gotta admit, some of the things that I didn't enjoy as much in the cold that are freshies are smoking hot in the heat and are doing their thing. Aqua di Gio Profondo Eau de Parfum was one of those that just blew me away. I hadn't worn it in a high heat, and I did last week, and my goodness, it just shined. But man, guys, Date Night Killer, Vanille Havan, Green No Sense, was really the one that helped me pull the trigger on this. He was shouting this out so many times in so many videos that I just had to. That's Robert from Green No Sense. I do enjoy watching his videos. Next up, kind of one that's a little bit off that beaten path from the rest of these fragrances, Crystal Saffron. Guys, I enjoy the nose saffron a lot. This reminds me more on that ombre leather DNA, which was my gateway scent. And I could have had ombre leather in here. These are not the only addictive fragrances I have, just some of the ones that really came to mind first. Oh my God, Crystal Saffron. Again, one you don't want to blind buy. I sampled this first. Before I had a bottle, I went through a sample. Didn't think I was going to get a bottle. Went back to the sample, finished it. And when I found the right deal, I got a bottle. So good. So good. That is one you definitely want to sample and see if it's going to be as addicting or as addictive for you as it is for me. Crystal Saffron. Definitely want to get more wares of that in. Next up, from the House of Killian, Black Phantom. A lot of these bottles are fingerprint magnets. Black Phantom. Killian's make some beautiful, beautiful bottles. And if you see, I'm not a big fan of exaggerant or audacious bottles. I like simple, square, round, simple designs. Guys, this is good. Addicting. When you wear it, you want to keep wearing it. At least I do. About all these fragrances, all 17 of these. When I put them on, I want to think about getting rid of everything else and just keeping that one frag and wearing that for the rest of my life. That's what these scents do to me. This is good. Black Phantom. Another dark, resinous, delicious fragrance that you just want to keep going back to. All these could be like one and done frags for the old beau. Next up, Onyx from Tigar, or from Bulgari. I said Tigar. I'm getting all things messed up, but the Gem Collection Onyx from Bulgari. And this is one that Kaleidoscope Scent Index definitely recommended, and I had actually bought it like when I was watching his live and he was recommending it. Oh, this is rich. This is not going to be as potently projecting, I think. I've worn it one real good time. Worn it twice, but one real good time that I wore it out. So addictive. This is a monster on my skin. I just want to keep going back to it. And I say a monster in terms of like, it's just a fragrance that speaks to me and brings out that little, that little extra something in my sensibilities and gives me goosebumps, right? If I was the kind of guy that showed goosebumps, yeah, I'd be getting goosebumps every time I wore this. That is so good. That is so good. Last but not least, one that I definitely need to get some more wears in. I bought a tester with no cap. So what you're seeing here is a replacement cap out of some of the rack store cheapies that I had. I grabbed some of their caps, found some that fit, and this is Abu Dhabi from Memo Paris. This kind of goes back to the beginning of the fragrance list where I was smelling plum and cognac and forbidden temptation, but this is done a lot more refined in a way. Let's get some here. Put some on my sleeve. Oh my God. Like a minimalistic plum. You know, this is not a beast mode frag, but it is so well made. I gotta wear it again. I've got to wear it soon. I don't need to wait for winter. Definitely early fall, late summer. I just need to get this on skin. Abu Dhabi from Memo Paris is one that is addicting, and I want to keep going back to. And you can't smell it that much off the atomizer. Guys, that is so good. That moves my monkey. And I don't have that big of a dent in it, man. I was wearing this a lot for like 2 weeks. Several times over 2 weeks. And I haven't worn it a lot since. I mean, with the amount of fragrances I got, it's difficult to go back to everything again. But these are not 99 mil monsters in here. A lot of these have definitely been touched. It's just that I've got a lot, guys. I've got a lot. And all these 17 are super addictive. Again, what really made me start to record, because I did a video earlier, but I really wanted to get this, off the top of my head, some addictive frags that I just want to keep wearing over and over again. And I could probably whittle my, except for Freshies, none of these are Freshies. I could whittle my collection down to these and be happy. Now, there's other fragrances that I definitely want. We could do Virtus Vanilla Oud. There's other frags, Virtus Vanilla Oud, and other frags in there that I definitely would add. But Ombre Leather, of course. But these are just the ones that off the top of my head. And just going through my list on Sniff, ones that I picked out as definitely addictive that I want to keep going back to. What are some of the most addictive frags in your collection? And what are the ones that you just want to keep wearing over and over again? Drop a comment down below. I'll talk to you guys soon. Que Dios me lo bendiga. Have a blessed week. Peace.